Northern Nigeria is on the verge of an implosion. Until we tell ourselves the truth, nothing is going to stop that from happening. We, the Northerners, have a lot to learn from the Yorubas. We have a lot to learn from the Yorubas. How have the Yorubas been able to harness and manage their differences in terms of religion? How have they been able to manage that to an extent that it has not become a disaster to them? We need to learn that. So I am telling you this as a typical Northerner, that at any point in time you see a cleric scholar, a religious cleric scholar, telling you that you need to be so radical, you need to cause havoc on other people with the hope of getting a reward in heaven, ask him the basic question: what is stopping him from going to heaven to get the results? What is stopping him from going to heaven to get the 72 virgins? And when he tells you that there is sunnah in having so much children, ask him the basic question: how many children does he have? How many children does he have that are on the streets, that are begging? Ask him those. How many children does he have that are on the streets, that are begging? Ask him those basic questions, and you will get to see that at the end of the day, you are nothing but a tool in the hands of the politicians and in the hands of the fanatics. That is just what you are. Until you realize that, you're going to remain that. And I want to disabuse the Northerner minds in regards to this concept that makes them feel or think that we own Nigeria. We are the power of Nigeria. To me, that is a delusion of the highest order. The dynamics have changed, but since it's something that has been implanted in your mind, you still think it's still the same. But it's not. I am telling you. Let's look at, ask yourself the question: what is your GDP? What is the GDP of the North in comparison to that of the Yoruba land, in comparison to that of the East? And the last time I checked, there is no comparison. Lagos is operating as a country on its own. And Lagos can feed all, if not to some certain extent, almost the whole of the North with its GDP. And when you feel you want to fight an attack and win victory on a particular region, what do you use? It's not the game GDP. And when you feel you want to fight an attack and win victory on a particular region, what do you use? It's not the game of numbers. It's the game of resources. And it's evidently clear now that they have their resources more than you. So why are you still living with that delusion that you control Nigeria and you control the power? It's not. It's only when it comes to shady politicking, fanatic religious ideologies, that is where numbers count. But when it comes to progress and development, numbers don't count. Numbers doesn't count. It's evident. Don't pursue numbers. Don't pursue radical religious ideologies. Pursue development. Pursue quality of life. Stop marrying so many people and giving birth to so many children that you can't account for, that cannot compete with the global trend. That is just it. Until you learn that, you will live with that delusion. And I'm telling you wholeheartedly that that delusion is highly unrealistic and is not the reality of the day. Till you realize that, you will never come through. As a matter of fact. Now I would like to say, I think this was